Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to try to talk about if you wanted to create a website for your business purposes. Now you could even do this for a personal reason, but you wanted your own domain. That is, if I wanted amir.com, or in my case my website is simpletech.ca. In an earlier video I did talk about wordpress.com, where you could have a subdomain for free, which is I can have amir.wordpress.com, or you can go to Google's Blogger, which is, and I can try to get amir.blogger.com or .ca for free, and they will do that. But when you have your own business, you do not want to do that, or you also want to get an email address, like I can have amir at whatever .com or .ca, so that you can give it to people as a professional business email address rather than giving a Gmail account. So for those purposes, we need to get a service from a company where you need to get a web hosting. You also need to buy a domain. So domain is what simpletech.ca is. A domain usually costs around $12 to $15. It could be different in your country. You might want to check around and see who's providing that service in your country. And in our case here, it tends to be $12 to $15, and there are different domains. You can have a .ca, .info, .com, and there are different kinds of domains available. And once you get these domains, you can still use it with something like .com, and Weebly will host the website for free. Weebly will buy it for you too. If you wanted to, they'll buy the domain for you, so it'll be a little easier if you do that. If you buy it somewhere else, you have to do a little bit setting changes to make it work with Weebly. Just that on the bottom it will say your website's been created for free by Weebly. So sometimes as a business you may not want to let people know that this is a free service. Even blogger.com allows you to provide that service. So if you wanted to do that, you could do that instead of wasting money or spending money if you are not sure about it of your business at this moment on web hosting. Now when it comes to web hosting, like I'm with this company called Host.ca, and Host Papa, if you sign up for the 3-year contract, it comes up to like $4 a month, and they will buy a domain for you. So for the next 3 years, they'll continue to buy the domain for you. So this will come up in Canada for like $160 plus tax or something like that. And you want to look around in your country. It's always best that your website is hosted on your in your country, so that your speed will be little better. The only thing I would recommend that if you can find a company that has this program called cPanel, which I'm going to talk about in a little bit, because cPanel makes it very easy to install a lot of different things and do a bunch of stuff with your website. And you will find that those details are on their website. Well, they'll mention it. There are other companies, like in Canada there's a company called Black Sun. They're a little expensive, but I have a client on it and I was very happy with it. They have a control panel, which is cPanel. Some companies will say they have what's called one-click install. That's fine too. That's a good thing. There's GoDaddy, which is famous even in the US. I use GoDaddy to do searches. So say if I wanted to do Amir p.com, and I can do a search, and it will do a search and tell me whether it's available, and then it will tell me how much it will cost. So there are different one. Amir.p.ca is available for $9.99 a year. So you could just buy this here, and you could also host their website with them, and you can check what prices they have. Now it's always good to do some research. Like, don't take my word for any of these companies. Like, I've been happy with Host Papa, but I got it like 3 years ago. Things may have changed, who knows. So do a research, see what people have to say about it, whether people are happy with the service, the speed. I've been happy whenever I had an issue with any of my friends' website. I've been able to email them and they replied and tried to fix the problems in that sense, and I love their prices. And with this hosting, you'll also get an email. With Host Papa, you tend to get a lot of unlimited. So once you sign, you'll be able to get into your cPanel, which I'll talk about now. But if you wanted to host Papa and you wanted to give me credit, if you go to my website simpletech.ca, under links, under helpful resources, there is a link here. If you use it, I'll get some credit for you signing up with Host Papa. So with that said, once you are ready, and you'll get all kind of emails from the company, and to go to cPanel, all you have to do is type your website and then put the word cPanel, and it will ask you for your username and password. I'm already logged in, so it's not asking me that question. Okay. And now you can start doing stuff. The first thing it will make you do is make you change your password, because the company would have created a password for you. You need to go and change it, and now you can log into your cPanel. The first thing you may want to do is create an email account. So if you just scroll down, you'll see a section there called email accounts. You just go in, create an email account, give it a password, and that's it, and you can create as many emails as you want. So it's a pretty good feature. And if you wanted to test, you can create what's called a subdomain. So I'll just show you. Subdomain is, what I do is I've created a subdomain called dev.simpletech.ca, or I can create a subdomain called test.simpletech.ca. So I can install a website on it, and then I can test it out. So, and I'm going to try to show you WordPress for business purposes, like not WordPress.com, but what's called WordPress.org, because you have more control over your website with this, and I'm going to show you a whole bunch of stuff you can do for free and for cheap. So there is a subdomain option. You can click it, and if you wanted to test things out, you can just go ahead and type a subdomain, and then you can click create. So I've created some of these subdomains for whenever I was doing something for my clients or friends. Like, I'm not a website creator, but if I know somebody, I try to help them out whenever I can. So you can create those subdomains, and once you have your subdomain, or your install WordPress on it, and there are a lot of different programs you can install. You scroll down and you are looking for a software services section. Now this is cPanel, and that's why I like it, because it's all in one place. And I go to Softalicious. In your case, if you were with some other company, try to look for something like OneClick or a software which will install it, and I click it. And now they show me the top scripts like WordPress. Maybe at another point I'll talk about Joomla. OpenCart is for e-commerce. Like, you can create a really good e-commerce website with this. Maybe I'll do that too. And they have split things up by different criteria. You can install forums. You can have social networking type stuff for project management, e-commerce. And under blogs you'll see WordPress again, but I'll just go ahead and use WordPress that I want to install it. So I can click it, and I'll scroll down. I've already installed all those different ones on these different websites. Okay, and all I have to do is click on the install button. So what I'll do is I'm going to delete one of these so that I can reinstall it. So I'm going to delete this one, remove it, so I can install it back on it, so I can show you everything from scratch. So I'm going to go ahead and install WordPress, and this is where I'm going to choose the subdomains. I'm going to choose this one. If it was my main website, I'll be choosing this one, but I don't want to, because I already have a website there. Okay, and you don't want to choose the directory. I just want it to be there. Otherwise, we'll put a slash something after my test site. And this is the site name. This is the description, so you can put whatever your business name is and what is the description of your business. And here is the username and password, so you can go ahead and put something there. So I'll go ahead and type something there for now. And this is the email address, so I'll go ahead and put something there. And I just need to hit install. Now it's trying to install, and the installation is done. Now if you wanted to see the website, you have to go to this, which is the subdomain. And if you want to log into your admin side, which is called the subdomain /wp-admin, so I can click on it, and I come to this place which is called my dashboard. I'm gonna go ahead and put my password, and I can use remember me, so it'll remember it. If you want, I can hit login. Now I'm in what is called my dashboard, and I have another tab open. I like to do that. I like to keep two tabs so I can quickly switch between it, and I'm just gonna do, and I'll try to go to my test site. So you see it's installed this. This is what my site looks like right now, and this is the dashboard. So you finished installing WordPress. Now in the next video I'm going to try to tell you more about how to go about navigating with WordPress. If you wanted your own domain, that is if I wanted amir.com, or in my case my website is simpletech.ca. In an earlier video I did talk about wordpress.com, where you could have a business email address rather than giving a Gmail account. So for those purposes we need to get a service from a company where you need to get a web hosting. You also need to buy a domain. So domain is what subdomain for free, which is I can have amir.wordpress.com, or you can go to Google's Blogger, which is, and I can try to get amir.blogger.com or .ca for free, and they will do that. But when you have your own business, you do not want to do that, or you also want to get an email address, like I can have amir at whatever.com or .ca, so that you can give it to people as a professional. Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to try to talk about if you wanted to create a website for your business purposes. Now you could even do this for a personal reason, but